What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Unchained podcast. We got a good episode lined up for you guys this week. We got Tour de France Femmes, which was a blast. We have Tour
Yep.
de Poland, and then we also have
Um,
a special guest coming on. He is he's a one and only type of guy. This will not be his last appearance, I'm sure, and we hope you guys enjoy. But to kick it off, I think we go right to the Tour de France Femmes presented by Zwift, however you want to
Swift.
say it.
Yes.
Uh,
I
I had a
love that they
blast.
had to add that in every time.
Yeah.
Anytime they said the Tour de France Femmes presented by Swift, every time.
Yep. Well, yeah, I get the
But
sponsor in there.
anyways,
And our girl,
yeah,
the one and only, Demi Vollering,
Demi.
she becomes the first ever multi time winner. Pretty
Yeah.
cool. Granted,
Even
they've
I
only
mean
had
it's
it
been
for
around
5
for
years.
yeah. So
But she
for what it's
also
worth. But
has the second most amount of stage wins as well, all time, which I think
yeah, I
is
think
kind of cool.
she have two or three from this tour. There's two for sure.
Yeah, she has six total behind Lorena Vibes. Vibes. I don't know if that's supposed to be a V or a W. You never know what they're supposed to sound. So she's one back
Yeah.
from her. And going into their final day, I thought, this is gonna be fun. She's, I believe, 8 seconds up, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
8 second lead.
She
Yeah,
had an
from
8 second lead, and
Austria.
then they go out, and she's those two are right neck and neck, and it very quickly turned into an ass kicking.
Yeah, that last Cat 2 climb,
Yeah,
yeah, that was pretty quick. It went from just those two to wait, she has a 50-second lead now?
yeah. She,
Like
I mean,
you
she
blinked
killed
and
her
she
on
was
the
in the lead.
descent.
Yeah. In that descent, I've never seen someone more aerodynamic than her on that descent. I mean, she was like kissing the handlebars all the way down and was just bombing at
She
like
was
70
earning
kilometers
every
an hour.
second of that lead.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. And you could see she was going all out too.
yeah,
Because a lot of riders like they don't give the best facial expressions, or giveaway.
yeah,
You could tell like that was her max effort, which was
absolutely.
awesome. I love to see that. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, she's one of my favorite cyclists. She's hands down my favorite female cyclist. And yeah, I mean, to watch her win again was totally kick ass.
Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah, it's
do you
just
think
super.
she has like the best sponsor lineup with Red Bull and Nike?
Yeah, she's like the only cyclist sponsored by Nike. Like, not
Yeah.
female, the only like cyclist, because they kind of got
Yeah.
out of it after Lance
Lance. Yeah.
Armstrong. And
But-
yeah, I mean, and then she's on the best team, hands down.
Yeah. She's got it
And
made.
she just won the Giro, she just won the
Yeah.
Tour de France, and she's won the Vuelta the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You have to do the Vuelta, right?
To do the triple,
If you can get the triple in 1 year, I
that's
mean, Tane's trying
incredible.
to do it for the first time in his career. Like,
Yeah, he's never won the
yeah,
Vuelta.
imagine
Yeah.
doing all three in 1 year. That would be like, how can you not go for it? And then
It
plus, if you win the Vuelta, then you've won the Vuelta 3 times in a row.
it yeah. That's Primo's Roglic territory right there. I think
Yeah,
he's won it 3 times in a
I
row.
would argue she's already had a better career than Primos, if she were to win the Vuelta.
Yes, if she wins the Vuelta, then yes. It'd be like doing the Tiger Slam, winning all
Yeah,
four majors, you know?
and I also
If
want
you
to
do
just
the
put
whole
this out
thing.
there for anybody that's watching. All four of you. Owen's internet
Yeah,
is absolutely awful.
it is.
We
I'm on
almost
my
had to.
hotspot.
It almost just was me and the special guest today, or a solo episode.
Maybe that's a
Um,
punishment we do is someone has to do a 45-minute solo episode.
I could do that
You think so?
easily.
That's a long time.
You almost hurt me being on here. I'd
It's great. Thanks.
be just fine. But yeah, let's get to the Tour de Poland. Jonathan Milan maybe a little upset he was left home for the Tour de France.
Yeah, a little
Go out and
revenge
win the
tour
first
there.
three stages.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Jesus.
Someone's a little mad, but
Yeah.
like Pedersen won the green, so same team
But
on
do you
that
think he
team.
had a little bit of like that should have been me?
Well, I mean, he was supposed to do better than he did in the Giro, so I think the only person he can be mad at is himself, considering the only stage he won was the last one in the Giro,
All right.
and like
And then can
he
we talk?
was
The last stage of this was, I mean, a joke. Like a
time
six
trial.
mile time trial, like well,
Well, it's so
basically a
short.
downhill time trial.
Yeah, it was like nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it took like 10 minutes. I thought
Stefan
that
Kuhn
was,
won.
oh no. Owen's
Yeah,
audio's getting bad.
it could have been better. Oh God,
But
whatever.
that being said,
Did you
I
see
thought,
Bart Lemon won it? He won.
what do you mean? Well,
This is this is bad. This audio. Bart Lemon, do you know who that is?
yeah, the French writer for Visma.
He's Dutch, but all-time
Oh,
domestique. He turned pro when he was 27 and was in the military before this.
yeah, we're gonna have to
That's
cut
a
Owen
pretty cool
off.
story.
Oh, Owen. All right, yes. Owen is basically out of commission for the rest of the episode. It's been pretty brutal. Uh, I don't know about Owen because we'll see if he can give us like a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I thought Almeida would have maybe put on a little bit more of a better show. It wasn't in the top 10. Jean Christian, he took sixth. I think that's very clear that UAE is probably gearing up for the Vuelta. All right, I lied. Doing the solo would be kind of tough. Having zero reaction from the other side is pretty
Told you.
brutal.
Told you.
Yeah, the Vuelta's coming up in 2 weeks. We'll do next week will be the preview episode of the Vuelta. Getting excited for that. There's the start list is actually looking kind of all right, I think, so far. It's gonna be tough for anyone to beat Tade, obviously. But yeah, I mean we'll see where it goes from there. And that's pretty much all we've got for this week's cycling stuff. We're gonna get right into our special interview. So let's do it. All right. And here is our special guest of the evening. We have Smithers. He's longtime cyclist, longtime listener, first time caller, longtime hater. No one really pushes my buttons more than this guy. So, Smithers, welcome to the Unchained gang.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Smithers, what were your thoughts on the Tour de France Femmes Tour?
It was a great race. I felt it got exciting. Each day seemed to bring a new leader, new drama,
There was some
uh,
drama.
including that Saturday where Demi almost wiped out Finney in the corner. I love seeing that.
I
That
know.
means they're racing.
It's all part of racing. And the people that
That's right.
sit there and whine and say, I got cut off, yada, 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 it's
Doesn't
all
happen.
racing. As a cyclist yourself would know.
Exactly. I mean, you're bombing down a hill at let's say 35, 40 miles an hour. You're going to carry that momentum as far as you possibly can. And somebody invaded the airspace. So I'd say good honor for pushing her over a little bit.
Yeah, I'm all with it. I'm a big fan of Demi as well. So, yeah. So, Steve,
Hold your ground. Hold your ground would
exactly.
be my advice
Yeah.
to to Finney, like, get your elbows out.
I agree. Owen had some questions for you. Owen,
Yeah,
you want to see if you can
What's
rip one?
going
I
on, Owen?
think.
This
am
is
I
a
good
this is a
here?
treat. I get to
Yeah.
talk to you. Let's hear it.
I, I don't know if my audio is fixed or anything.
No, you're all right. You're all right.
Okay, all right. We'll fire away then. All right, my first one. Oh, sorry. Owen from the Unchained podcast here, just in case you didn't know. My
Owen, it's
first
great
question,
to great to be with you, even in podcast form.
likewise. Yeah.
You just know you guys live like 15 minutes away from each other. You
No.
guys could easily go for a ride or grab a beer.
I thought you guys were in France covering the races
Well,
in
no, we're
first
home
time.
now. We're home now.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay,
got
okay,
sent
got it.
home. So what was your strategy with the fantasy tour, and how did you blow such a big potential win?
I don't think that's talked about enough, is how
Yeah,
close you were to really blowing it up
you could have
just to
had.
take third.
Yeah, you could have had one of the
Well,
greatest victories ever.
yeah, there's a lot of a lot of tape I've got to review for the next year to right the ship. But for those who weren't following, I jumped out to an early lead, or at least close enough to Evan after week one to make it a real contest. And I started to sag in week two. I mean, this is a marathon, not a race. So my team was not performing, and I needed to make changes. So I was watching as much content on TV as I could possibly get to try to pick up a new rider. And I was at wit's end because there was nobody available for 7 points. And I happened to flip onto a show which I can't remember the name of, and the announcer was going on at length about Valentine, the French climbing
MVP.
phenomenon. And so I picked him up because the guy, like right when I tuned in, Valentine had like closed this 20K gap all by himself. And the guy said, This this young this young whippersnapper, he's got it going on. He's gonna do some big things. So I immediately turned the TV off, ordered him up, and he got me some serious points.
Yeah,
That's good to
him
know.
and Carapaz were crushing it in the KOM points in the last like three stages.
Yeah, yeah. And then Carapaz, did what Carapaz does and crushed him like
Wasn't
the
enough to beat me though, so I mean it's
well,
all really
it
for
came
nothing.
down
Fair.
to it came
Do you
down to stage 21, and I had six picks to trade, six trades heading into the last day. So I traded
It's
everybody.
because you built a Femmes team and you had an extra swap because
I
you're
did.
cheating.
Hey, I did that too.
What?
Yeah.
So I had the
Oh, and
full
you used
sprinter.
an extra swap and you still took dead last?
Look, I didn't.
You should have had
Yeah,
the
it
bait
was
and
on the
hot
last
sauce.
stage. The last, so like it didn't even make a difference. I just did
So
it
That's
the
for
terrible.
fun.
the heartbreak for me is I had I had Jesper, and I also had Vanderpool, because
Mm.
I figured between the two of them, Vanderpool was going to lead out Jesper, and he would hoover up points, and then Jesper would get the win. And I'm watching the last sprint, 200, meters, and Vanderpool is fading, and Jesper is coming on, and I'm hitting the whip. Let's go, baby! Come on, you got this! You got this! And at the last minute, Jesper like sits up and waves over to Vanderpool, and I'm like, no, because I had Jesper with my double
Double.
points winner, which would have probably broken a record for number of points in the Tour de France Fantasy League. But it's all coulda, shoulda, woulda
Anyways,
at this point.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Odie
mean
gets silver medal.
we're talking about things that are way too old. Do you think part of your last thing on the fantasy, because I mean this was weeks ago. Do you
Yeah.
think because one of your biggest downfalls being in the fantasy is that you and the other guy in the Masters division, you guys favor the Americans too much?
True, true. I had Quinn Simmons for most of the race, and I just couldn't
Right, right.
I couldn't give him up because he
Yeah,
was. I mean, he
you love
looks
them
really
like a
cool.
firstborn.
he looks really cool. He's got red hair like one of our daughters does. So I was like, if she was a boy, this could have been my daughter could have been a son, and he could have been Quinn Simmons.
I thought he has blonde hair.
No, it's red.
No, he has blonde hair.
He's a
It's
ginger.
it's definitely
No,
red.
he's not.
It's not even close.
He's mixed up.
It's a mix. Let's just say it's a mix.
Yeah, it's like a strawberry blonde.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It doesn't matter.
we
You're not wrong, Bodie.
we were really diving into some great questions we were thinking about asking you coming into this, and one of them, we're curious about your own confidence level in different sporting things because you're quite the athlete between cycling and cross country skiing. That's really about it. But other than that, you kill it. Would you say you could beat Tade in a boxing match?
I've never thrown a punch in anger, but I think I could probably take him. I could at least push him over. If the boxing match became an MMA fight,
No, no, no. It's
I've got him
purely
on weight.
because I think you definitely have them in the MMA category. Let's say
Just the
it's boxing, 3 minute rounds, 12 rounds. How's it gonna go down? Do you just beat them via the judges, or do you finally knock them down enough in round nine?
Yeah, I think I'm going to get a few good jabs in and stun him, and then the entire Slovenian mafia is going to jump into the ring and altogether take me out in any number of undescribable ways.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with that mafia. Any of the
Definitely not.
Balkan region,
Yeah.
yeah, stay away from that.
And then, if you feel comfortable sharing, I think one of my favorite stories of you is doing the Bear 100 and the year that you guys crashed with the mirror. What was it called? The what's the system?
It's a 200 pound trailer with a 21-year-old severely disabled. He probably weighed 180 pounds. So I don't know what the math is on that. I'm not good with numbers, but it's over $3 bills, and you hook the bike up. You hook the bike up to the trailer up to your bike. It's got big wheels. Once you start rolling, you're it's you can roll over a lot of stuff, but
Yeah,
it's heavy.
yeah, and yeah. You gotta continue on. It's one of my favorite stories.
So it's for a good cause. It's called Team Triumph. These kids, they like to be outdoors. Why they like to be outdoors in April in northern Wisconsin when it's typically in the low 40s and possibly raining and snowing and muddy. I don't know, but good on them.
Yeah.
Uh, and Jacob, he was a great passenger, captain, they call it. His only verbal form of communication was to wave his hand and go, ah, which we were told meant you're fired. So for 5.5 or 6 hours, that's all we heard was, ah. But we got Jacob from Leona back to Leona, and we even crashed for him, which I'm guessing he probably never crashed on one of these before. So
Uh,
he's probably able to tell his buddies that he crashed. Went so deep that he crashed.
yeah,
So
and
a win-win.
Baptism by
when
fire.
I was rocking Camp Bitch during that whole thing, and when you guys came back to the camp, I guess, I mean, you were pretty beat up from the crash, and from everyone else that was out on the race or ride, whatever you want to call it, you entered superhero status that day for sure. That was
Well, it's you guys do a lot of running. I know Owen does, and you might train with like a parachute behind you. Like an 8-ounce parachute waving behind you to give you a little
Yeah.
resistance. consider a parachute that weighs 300 pounds that has it has one audio track with the knob broken off. So it's at one level and one command the entire duration of the ride. So,
Ugh.
I'll have
but
to
you
try
know,
that out sometime. Yeah.
you do ride with, Team Triumph. You know, you get these kids out there and you see how there are points where they're like totally loving it. They're
Yeah.
smiley. They really like it. So it is a pretty cool thing.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, when you thought you guys were getting like a boy, and then you got like a man, or a young adult, and just
We
the cart weighed 200 pounds instead of like 12.
right.
There's so much going on. It was chaos, but
We
it was awesome.
we did do it again this year, and it was in the low 40s and 30s at the start. And
Oh
we did
God.
fortunately had a kid who he was only like 10 or 11, and
Okay.
he probably weighed 80 pounds, and that was much preferable. Uh,
Game changer.
so it was fun.
Oh, that's awesome. Owen, I know, had another question for you.
Yeah, I have one more because I'm going to assume you didn't watch last week's episode because we only had one view. So, odds are here it's probably not you.
I couldn't take Bodie gloating for one more week about because I knew it would have come up.
It
Yeah.
might have. I don't even know.
But we had a contested debate here on the cyclists that you'd want in a group to go
Oh,
out.
yeah. Like you're gonna go out, like not on a ride. Like you're gonna go have a night
Yeah.
with these
Yeah, you're
guys.
going like bar hopping.
Okay.
In
Yeah,
your mind, like who's your top five guys?
Well, no, no, no. I
I
think no.
mean,
First, wait. First, give them the give them the two lists, and pick which
Oh,
list you'd rather go out with,
okay, yeah.
and then you can draft your perfect team, and they have to be current riders as well.
Yes.
oh, well,
I'm
that changes
missing.
everything.
It
I
absolutely
wanted to
does.
Yeah,
I
I'm
wanted to
missing
ride with
one
Greg
person.
LeMond.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's one team: Victor Campenarts, Tom Pidcock, Johnny Narvaez, Gregor Muhlberger, and then Tom Pidcock's brother Joe Pidcock.
What? He's got a brother?
Yeah,
Yeah. Also
All
right.
right,
on Pinarello.
that
That's
On
sounds
all.
Pinarello. And
that
then
sounds like a pretty fun group.
right, yeah. Then they're both teams are good. The other one is Tade Del Toro, Isaac Del Toro, Quinn Simmons, Matthew Vanderpool, and then
Ooh,
I'm missing the other. Who is the fifth one?
Wow, Van Aert.
Wow. Wow.
oh
Plus,
man.
with the second team, Quinn's dad is your Uber driver all night.
Well, it's a no brainer then. It's
Yeah,
the second team
clearly,
for sure.
and it's
My
not even
only concern
close.
is that Tade, everybody's going to be very nervous around Tade, so I think he would suck the
Yes.
oxygen out of the room. But I would have Vanderpool and Wout. You know, we'd be trading beers,
Yeah,
one for one
I
for
I think you're
sure.
forgetting how much fun it would be to go with the Pidcock brothers, who are just like
I agree.
Tom Pidcock is nuts. He'll do anything. He's your wild card. And then you throw
you
his
Right.
brother
don't know
in
him.
there.
You don't know what he's like.
Well, plus he's English, so he's going to be ordering like English beers, and those guys they
They can
drink
just
pints like nobody's business.
yeah, exactly. Someone like
He already
MVP,
made his
probably
decision.
not.
But yeah, who would be your perfect group? You get to pick five. Who do you get to go out with?
It's not either of those teams.
Well, you
I
can
mean, you
build
It's
can
your
not
you
the
own.
can
You
use
can
second.
pick. You
yeah,
can
build your own.
pick.
You can use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say definitely I mean, the Vanderpool, Wout, Quinn Simmons. Trying
So
to think
yeah,
who else looks really
basically
fun
my
in
team,
the
pretty
peloton.
much.
Pitcock, I'd throw Pitcock in there. That's a good. That's
Yep.
a good one. I don't know a fifth one. I mean, other than that, they're all robots and they weigh like 110 pounds. I
You're
actually like
saying it
the.
would have been it would have been a lot easier to make a team of people you don't want to go out with.
I actually like some of those Dutch and German sprinters that were bringing it at the tour this year. There's,
There you
one of
go.
those dudes is like 6'5", Kuj, I think his name was.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Coy.
he seems like
Boy.
Koi. Yeah, yeah. He seems like he would like to
Yeah,
stay hydrated in any
I'm sure.
situation.
Yeah, probably.
Plus, he'd be a
Like,
good wheel to draft off of.
you're not psyched
You
to
want to
listen.
have
This is
you want to have.
purely party time.
Yeah, this is going out.
Oh, it is. You're in like a
Yeah.
party bus.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is purely just partying. There's no
I would still allow him in for
all
sure.
right.
And then I would also invite like Demi. I would definitely would want Demi as
Boo. Yeah, but you're picking Demi for other reasons, I think.
because she could talk about how awesome she is
Yeah, but
and
you wouldn't
how
be
she's able to
listening.
kick people's butt.
True.
Yeah, she's
I'd be
incredible.
telling her about my own racing exploits
There's
as a
one
Cat
time in
3.
the race across Wisconsin, or ride across Wisconsin.
That's right.
Smithers, what about
Yeah.
maybe tell people maybe not know this about the time you raced against Lance Armstrong at the Leadville 100?
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted a piece of Lance. I knew he was beatable. It was hard, during his heyday. He was probably 5 tour wins in. Hard to even get in his orbit. And so we went out and did Leadville because that seemed the easiest, lowest security level, threat level. And Leadville's 100 miles with over 10,000 feet of climbing. Tops out at 12,500 feet, which is, there's not a lot of oxygen up there. So a couple highlights. The big climb is a 10-mile climb up to 12.5. And I had just started it. It was going to take me 2 hours to climb it because I started off and it's 8%. And I look at my Garmin and I do the math in my head and I'm like, holy crap, I'm going 3 miles and
Oh no, we lost him.
Oh, it's frozen.
What a horrible
Well,
time to lose him.
I'll fill the space here. I think that race is coming up, Leadville 100.
Yeah, but now it's changed because it's owned by Lifetime.
Oh, is it?
had a technical issue.
We lost you
Oh,
after
we're
3 miles
good.
per hour. So you're going three
3
miles per
miles an
hour.
hour. I'm doing the math on the climb, and I'm like, well, this is going to take me over 2 hours of climbing at, just grinding it out. I'm like, well, that's what it is. And all of a sudden, I hear like this buzzing, and it's Lance coming down the mountain. He had already gone up and back, so he's essentially like a full hour, 2 hours ahead, and he was flying.
Uh,
But
And
Bodie,
that was
you'll
his
remember
heyday.
this. We did hijack him when he pulled up in his Escalade. We knew enough to go behind They used to have the award ceremony in an old school gym,
yes.
and so Bodie and the kids went to the back, and sure enough, he wheels up. I don't know if Johan Brunel was with them at the time,
I don't know
but
either.
it was definitely Lance and definitely Anna Hansen, who's his now wife. We're rocking it. So I think each of you guys got an autograph rock from
No,
Lance
no, no. That was
Armstrong.
only your daughter. She didn't know what to get signed. I was wearing my only cycling jersey. I was wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt, and I have a Spider-Man t-shirt signed by Lance Armstrong. And then
Nice.
That's
everyone
cool.
got a photo with them, like all the kids. I'm not in the photo. My parents said I was too scared. I was too shy, I guess. It's when I was like, you should have thrown me in there. And they're like, we tried. Trust me. I don't know why. I think maybe it could smell the red blood cells or something, but
That's true. Yeah, you didn't want to trip the negative or trip the
I could
positive
already
test.
feel the negative energy.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was
Mhm.
my brush with greatness. I only lost to him by 2+ hours.
Well, there
But
you go.
another fun
I think
fact,
it's
I
one
got
and a
into
half.
cycling through triathlon, and I would do the Chicago Olympic distance triathlon all the time in the late 80s. And one of the first ones I did, this young hotshot came up from Texas by the name of Lance Armstrong. So he was, I remember clearly, he was walking around in his, people wore Speedos, no wetsuits at the time. And he had that and a big cowboy hat on. He was 18.
He's a beast.
And he probably beat
Wow.
me by an hour in that race too.
One of
Hey,
my professors in college tested his VO2 max when he was 15 at the Olympic training facility out in Colorado. One of the best tests ever,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was good from a really young age.
Yeah. No, he totally had the engine.
Yeah, beast.
Yeah.
pretty unique though that
Definitely.
you've ridden or raced, I guess, against Lance twice.
Yeah. I know. Who can say that? Combined
Not many.
lost time by 3 plus 4 hours, whatever.
That's better than some people in the tour.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a good point, Bodie. Thanks for
true.
adding that perspective.
Yeah, I think I see this as a total win.
But I got out of this triathlon because I knew to reach that next level, you had to wear a speedo through the entire thing, and I don't have the family genetics to really pull that off. So uh, I felt regular cycling was a little more discreet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's kind of all we got for the episode.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and you have anything else?
No, I got nothing over here.
Well, Smithers, thank you so much for
Well,
joining us.
nice to be here, boys. Let's
Yeah.
hear the sign off, Owen.
Yeah,
Hey, do you
let's
want to
hit.
do it?
No,
I'll let you
it's
do
all
it.
yeah. If you want to try and do it, you've watched enough episodes. If you want to give it
Yeah,
a
yeah,
go,
it's pretty tough. It's not easy.
All right, boys. Nice to be on Unchained today. Stay in touch.
awesome. All right, peace.
You forgot to keep rolling.
Oh, keep rolling.
No one even remembers that. All right, peace.
Stay in touch.